So, a little break from the Premier League this weekend. Wolves travel to Ewood Park in the FA Cup fourth round. 12:30 kick-off on the BBC iPlayer. I think Wolves are pretty much sold out their away end. I saw they released another section of tickets a few days ago on the front row and on the side. So, good following by the Wolves faithful as always. And this tie, I'll get into the history of it and give my score prediction and my starting 11 that I want to see as usual. But there's a bit of a nostalgic feel, a bit of a trip down memory lane for this fixture because Blackburn currently have three former Wolves players, and particularly two of them have hold some really good memories, and one of them holds a very strong memory in an FA Cup game we had all those years ago. So yeah, it's Danny Batth first off. Obviously ex Wolves, local lad, Broyley Hill, born and bred, and obviously had a vital role in Wolves returning from League One up the leagues, and was obviously instrumental in that team that got us promoted out of the Championship under Nuno, captain that year, if you remember, over Connor Cody, and then Cody took over the captaincy when we sold him once we got promoted. But yeah, really good servant to the club, wasn't he, Danny Batth? And be interesting to see what he'd be like on the day. I'm sure he was quite happy about the draw. I did see a clip of him actually on the Blackburn website when he saw the draw. He seemed happy. So
we're making the cup draw.
Oh, buzzing, yeah.
Yeah?
Buzzing. Looking forward to it.
So it'd be good to see him, and yeah, hopefully he don't have a good game. We want to score plenty of goals past him. And obviously Andi Weimann, when you think of Andi Weimann, the first thing you think of is obviously that goal against Liverpool, the famous 2-1 win at Anfield under Paul Lambert, a tap-in. I think it's a great run by Helder Costa from memory, but that's probably one of the big memories of the modern age, isn't it? For an FA Cup game, winning that, 'cause we were a huge underdog, struggling in the Championship at the time, and yeah, so he plays for them as well. He come on. I think he started the last game or come off the bench. So yeah, be interesting to see what he's like again. I hope he don't have a good game. And Dion Sanderson. No, he didn't make any appearances in the Premier League for Wolves because obviously he was in the team in the Nuno era when he was in the Europa League. He did play in the Asia Trophy a few times when we won the Asia Trophy that year, and he made a few appearances in the Cups. But he's moved around a bit, hasn't he? He was at Blues at one point, and he's ended up at Blackburn again. Don't think he starts much, but yeah, so three old boys to keep an eye on going into this. Nice feel to it. And we've played Blackburn quite a lot over the years. Blackburn, I was saying to my mates, apart from Blues and the St Andrews Stadium, I think Blackburn's the ground I've been to the most in my lifetime watching Wolves. I've been a lot in the last decade or so. Always seem to do okay there when I've gone. Well, I've seen us win 2-1 there a few times. But in the FA Cup, in our whole history, we've actually played Blackburn 10 times. But it was a long time ago. Our last game against Blackburn in the FA Cup was actually in the FA Cup final when Wolves last won the FA Cup. It was a 3-0 victory at Wembley. 17th of May 1960 was the last time we played Blackburn in the FA Cup. So is it an omen? We won the cup last time we beat them. If we do it again, you never know. The last time we played them at Ewood Park was on the 10th of January 1920, and that was a 2-2 draw that day. And in all the 10 meetings, we've won 4. There's been 2 draws, obviously went to replays. And Blackburn have won 4, so pretty even in our FA Cup history against them. Now, the big debate is, I'm recording this before Vitor Pereira's done his Blackburn pre-match presser, easy for me to say. So I don't know what the fitness of the likes of Boubacar Traore or Strand Larsen. Obviously, João Gomez is back available for this one. But I'm going to get my starting 11 up on screen now. Might be controversial, but see if you agree. This is what I would pick. So I'd go Sam Johnston in goal. Obviously, he played in goal in the previous round. It'd be nice to give him a little run out. I would personally go with Rodrigo Gomez, right wing back. I know what you're thinking. You always put Rodrigo Gomez in your teams, Harry. Yeah, it's because I love him, and I think he deserves a run out, and he was fantastic in the previous round. The back three, I'd stick the new lad in. I'd give Matt Doherty a rest. I'd put in De Jigger, right centre back, throw him straight in there, get him comfortable playing in the old gold and black. I'd go Agbadou in the middle, and Toti Gomez left centre back. He's just come back, so he needs some more minutes. Nori left wing back. Stick with that. A pretty strong team I'm going for, as you can see, but I think Vitor Pereira respects the cup as he showed the last round. In the middle, now this is a pick-em, this is whatever you want, but I think because Bellegarde played so well there, it'd be nice to see him start there again. And he obviously a great performance against Villa, so I'd have Bellegarde in the midfield. I'd give Andre and Gomez a rest, and I'd play the new guy, Munetsi. He could do the Andre role, sit a little bit deeper than Bellegarde, and again, like the Jigger, I want to see him make his debut. Front three again, it'd be interesting. Obviously, Cunha was banned for the previous round against Bristol, but I think he'll play him. I think he'll put Cunha in there. We've got a lot of break in between games, haven't we? It's not as if we're playing in the week after this, so big break until the Liverpool game. So Cunha on the left. Strand Larson, whether he's fit or not, I don't know, but even if he was, I would actually stick with Guedes as the main striker, because although he missed a few chances, I thought he was brilliant against Villa in his all-round play. And then I think you've got to stick with Sarabia on the right, just because of how well he played against Villa, and he's earned his spot. And I think Vitor Pereira really likes Sarabia anyway, so that's what I would go with as well. That's what I'd go with. Whether this team will be the actual one is obviously yet to be seen. Vitor does pop up with a few surprises now and then, so the few controversial ones I've left out is obviously João Gomez, Andre, Strand Larson, Doherty's a bit controversial. We might see Craig Dawson start. We might see Santi Bueno start. We might see one of the really young lads start. We might see Forbes. We don't know. You don't know, do you? So be interesting to see what he picks. But if we do play a team as strong as this one, I think we're more than capable of beating Blackburn. So yeah, that brings me on to my score prediction. We beat Bristol 2-1, and it should have been easier. And the Premier League level showed in that game for me at times, the difference in class. Blackburn are a very similar position to Bristol, just outside the playoffs, mid-table, that sort of area in the Championship. So if we're on it and we're up for it and we play a strong team, I think we'll win this game 3 or 4-1. The confidence is high after that Villa game. Obviously, it could be a banana skin. It's the FA Cup, but I'll stick with my 4-1 Wolves. Put it on. I always bet on it. Put it on yourself. And yeah, comment your thoughts down below. What's your score prediction? What team would you start? Please like the video. Please subscribe. And I'll catch you after Vitor Pereira's press conference to chew the fat on what comes out of that. Thanks, everyone. See you next video.